We've made our way away from the deserts of Bahrain to the country of Italy and the city-village surrounding the Imola circuit. Welcome to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's our second stop on this 2021 campaign. Lewis Hamilton taking victory last time out in Bahrain. But after this as well, we are off on the 30th of April to the 2nd of May for round 3, the Portuguese Grand Prix. Then we go to the Spanish Grand Prix in the 7th to the 9th of May. Monaco a couple of weeks later before Azerbaijan. On the 11th to the 13th, however, of June, the Canadian Grand Prix, which is currently looking to be cancelled and possibly replaced with the Turkish Grand Prix. The French Grand Prix returns to Paul Ricard on the 27th of June. Austria the first weekend of July. The 4th of July we go racing. Mark your calendar for the British Grand Prix on the 16th to the 18th of July. The Hungarian Grand Prix is on the 1st of August before the 3-week break for the summer, before a triple header in Belgium, the Netherlands and Italy. Russia on the 26th of September, followed then by Singapore, the longest race on the calendar, just always hitting the 2 hours distance. Then on the 10th of October, the Japanese Grand Prix before we go stateside on the 24th of October for the Circuit of the Americas. Mexico on Halloween, the Day of the Dead. The 5th to the 7th of November for the Brazil Grand Prix. And then we get on the 21st of November, the Australian Grand Prix. Saudi Arabia makes its debut on the 5th of December. And the season rounds out in Abu Dhabi on the 12th of December. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton leads the way on 25 points after victory in Bahrain. Max Verstappen is second, followed by Valtteri Bottas, Lando Norris, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda scoring points on debut, and Lance Stroll is P10. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead the way on 41 points, but only 6 teams do score points, followed by Red Bull, McLaren holding on to 3rd, Ferrari 4th, AlphaTauri is 5th, Aston Martin 6th, and then no points for Alfa Romeo, Alpine, Williams or Haas. It's the 2021 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix here in Imola, and this is your Grand Prix preview. Hello there and welcome to our new outdoor studio for selected races in 2021, and Ian Birch alongside me. Dad, I think we've chosen perhaps the wrong race to introduce it. It's freezing.
Yeah, but it's not as wet as it is in Imola.
No, good point. It's dry. And after our second laptop change, we're finally up and running. First of all, back to Imola we go.
Imola?
Imola, yeah. Emilia-Romagna.
Imola?
Are you going to make me say the whole thing?
No.
Good, because it takes too long.
San Marino Grand Prix.
Yeah, Emilia-Romagna. Same thing, no difference. But
San Marino Grand Prix.
Yeah. What did you make then last time out? The Bahrain Grand Prix, it was all about Hamilton versus Verstappen, and now it's round 2 for their fight.
Well, I said at the time that I thought that Lewis would use his experience, and he did. The cars are evenly matched, I will give him that.
Yeah.
But it was a few little mistakes.
Oh, there's a bird just alongside. Everybody saw that, but yeah. Birds, everyone ready. There's loads of flies hanging around.
There's loads of little flies as well.
Maybe this wasn't the best chance before everything else gets going as well. They're all over the place at the moment. But yeah, Red Bull.
There's one up there.
There is, isn't there? Oh, yeah. Red Bull and Mercedes looking equal going into this one as well. Verstappen angry at the fact that he didn't win last time out, and Hamilton pleased that he did.
Yeah. So you've angered the bird because it can't get on the bird bath.
Yeah, the bird bath is right alongside the camera.
Max says that he forgot all about it pretty quickly and realised that this time last year they'd not done any points at all. And they were on, race 2 or 3?
Race 2 or 3 by the time they got points, yeah.
So he's got the right attitude this year. He has matured a bit. Damon was saying that. But all in all, I think that the Red Bull car is still going to be the one that's going to have the problems.
Yeah, compared to the Mercedes that are reliable, yeah.
Well, we hope they're reliable.
Yeah. Wet race this
weekend.
The
press conference?
I didn't see much of the press conference.
Well,
I was
they
busy.
mixed up the drivers. That's the new way. So that because Valtteri and people like Valtteri and whoever's partnering Max weren't getting a question asked to them. So
well, I think it's a bit fairer than what we saw in Bahrain when it was absolutely terrible.
There was only the AlphaTauri drivers that were together.
Oh, that's good then. And it's good for them to keep together because them two are sort of the golden lot. Going then into this weekend, wet, miserable, and cold. And but it's blue skies where we are.
Yeah, Gasly says that he's heard that it's going to be raining on Sunday, so that
Wet
could
race.
be a wet race, which
I'm loving
Josh loves. And all I can say is, well, at the end of the day, right, if it's as exciting as the last race, we'll be all right.
Who do you think is going to come out on top then? Verstappen topped practice and qualifying last year here, but Hamilton took the win.
I still think Mercedes, and I think Red Bull as well, think that Mercedes have still got it over the race distance. Strategy-wise, they seem to have the upper hand. Technically wise, I think the Red Bull is better than any car at the moment, even the Mercedes. But it seems to suit the first circuit we were. I'm interested to see this second circuit, if it works as well on that. But
it's shorter, it's tighter, it's twisty.
You see, the wake at the back gives them an advantage now that they've cut down on the side of the floor.
The downforce being lost by about 40% recently as well, and that affected Mercedes a lot in testing.
Yeah.
They got lucky with the first race. So, coming up as well, let's take a quick look around the Autodromo Enzo Ferrari and Dino. It's a tricky one to say as well, more commonly known as Imola. Let's take a look around Imola, the 3.05 mile 19-turn circuit 1 DRS zone for the 2021 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Start the lap then here at Imola. Down to turn 1, the Tamburello chicane, tight on the entrance as well, and on the exit, changed of course back from 1994, this entire section leads down towards the Villeneuve chicane. A possible overtaking opportunity. Of course, it saw Christian Alba's role here the last time he raced in 2006 when he was hit by Yuki Ide. Now down to the Tosa corner, a slow second gear corner as you rise up the hill before the Ravazzas. Take the curb on the inside, get the power on mid-exit, and then rise up. Ravazzas 1 and 2. The Acapulco Arena corners as well. This place is absolutely awesome as you fly past, keeping the throttle on mid-corner as you drop down towards the Acapulco 1 and 2 part of the track before coming up to the chicane at the top of the hill, which is absolutely terrifying in real life. You climb up the hill controlling the oversteer, and then you have to aim your car towards the inside of the track. It is terrifying, believe me. Bounce over the curves normally. Track limits will be a warning here as well if anybody goes too wide over the green rumble strip. Drop down the hill now into what is the heaviest braking spot on the track as you are continually trying not to lock up your tyres and go straight onto the gravel trap, as we've seen so many cars do. Now the last corner's changed here. This is it. And as we approach the line, the new pit building on the left, building in the early 2000s as well, just after F1 left. No chicane now, full throttle as you come onto the start straight now and across the line at the gantry. That is a lap of Imola. And you can see me and Megan having a lap attack around there in Saturday's qualifying show. We're nearly done with the preview. Not much happening coming into this one, but a wet race, wet quali, wet practice. You're in the box for all of them.
Charles Leclerc had a parking problem.
Yes, look for Charles Leclerc, who got gifted his 2019 Grand Prix winner from Belgium.
Yeah, and had nowhere to put it.
Oh, and
he lives
Imola.
in a flat.
Yeah, he lives in the flat in Monaco.
Yeah,
his girlfriend would be a bit angry if.
But he was lucky, as you do. You were playing racquetball with, I think it was racquetball.
Yeah.
And anyway, with Prince Albert, who has a motor museum with all his cars in it.
Yeah.
And so he asked him, and they went, yes, come and put it here. And so that's where he's put it.
Come and put it. I've seen that actually. Mark Presley did a video on it. It's a beautiful place to have
Michael
all the cars.
had the best collection. I think he had about 40 of his cars.
40 Monaco winners, British winners, everything.
He actually built a castle-like thing to house
yes,
them.
Yes, he did, yeah.
And you know.
In Sweden.
And talking of them, people might see that I've got a bit of grey hair, but not as much as Ralph.
Ralph has really gone bad
Ralph
at the moment.
has really gone grey. Yeah.
He has in
and
the past
he's moaning
couple.
about his age, so he's getting old. Should be 60 like me.
Oh, you are 60.
I am
And
60.
a few
yeah.
of the drivers actually in the F1 show saying about being 60 and
Yeah, well,
Brundle.
Damon's about the same age as me.
Yeah. So we've got.
That's where the similarity ends. Can't play golf for even though you've had a go.
I've had a go at golf.
Yeah.
I was quite good at golf, it seems.
Yeah, the balls come down at last.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
been circulating
Yeah.
in the past couple.
Although the plane it hit,
No, that didn't. That came down with a bit more than a thud. I heard them on an island somewhere, but don't
Yeah.
worry, it's all going to turn into be
That's
that
all right.
they're all not really alive anymore. It was that ending of Lost,
that's
wasn't
not
it?
a nice thing to say.
Well, that was the ending of Lost. Morning to Kellyanne.
Lost.
Yeah, Lost was it.
That's only because Ashes to Ashes nicked
Finished
their,
first, yeah.
their ending.
W-
Presumably, allegedly.
allegedly. Moving on then to the ending of all of this. Pole position predictor. Who do you think is going to take pole?
I don't know.
It's going to be a difficult one, isn't
It's
it?
one of these gnats that's flying around.
Yeah, they're all over. Can we tell you what? We're moving back indoors.
I do think that there's a lot more curves on this circuit.
Yeah.
Than the Red Bull will like. I think it's
They're
going
all
to be
over.
a lot closer.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Mercedes 1-3 and
Yeah.
2-4 Red Bull, but I think this circuit suits Perez more than it does Max.
Perez, this is his track.
Yeah,
He's
this
really
is-
good
Yeah,
here.
and in the same car, I'm going to stick my neck out. I think Max will come behind Perez in things,
Ooh.
but
Yeah.
you never know.
Let's see.
I'm just hoping that
Yeah.
for the because it's just mix it up a bit, you know.
Fantastic. So Ian Birch joining
Because I
me.
can't see Valtteri
No.
outdoing Lewis at the moment. Because Valtteri seems to have gone into a sulk.
He always does after the first race of the season. Okay, so Ian Birch joining me in the commentary box for the practice sessions this weekend. Megan,
Although
Not
he'd
with
be
us.
warm out here.
it would be warm. It's freezing out here.
Because he has ice baths in
Yeah.
snow.
It's freezing out here. Let's get back indoors. So here's your coverage details for this weekend then. First practice, all British summer times, and they've all been moved as well for the funeral of Prince Philip. So practice 1 getting underway at 9:50. The session starts at 10. Practice 2, we're on air at 1:20 with the session at 1:30. On Saturday, third practice at 9:50, start at 10. Qualifying for our pre-quali show. You can watch me and Megan race around the track. We're going to go film that in just a few minutes' time as well. That will be at 12:40. Session getting underway at 1. And on Sunday, you can watch Grand Prix live at 1:30 British Summer Time. The race getting underway at 2. And if you're a fan of MotoGP, we'll have the watch-along coverage on Sunday. Our coverage starting at 12:40 with the race at 1. But it is live coverage depending on the Formula 1 race from Emilia-Romagna. So Portugal's watch-along might be delayed.
Yeah, good luck to Sam.
Sam Lowe's back in the position, won 2 out of 2 so far.
Yep.
That could be a great one. And of course, Marc
And
Marquez
the
returns.
The big fight he's got
Yeah.
is with the lad whose dad used to live just outside town as well. The Australian.
Remy Gardner.
Remy Gardner.
And of course, Marc Marquez returns this weekend as well. So all sorts of action here on the YouTube channel. And Megan joins me for the MotoGP race. Ian Birch with me for all of the Formula 1. We're getting ready for what could be a titanic battle. And Emilia-Romagna. Well, not all of them. I'm still twisting Megan's arm about FP2. So join us throughout the weekend.
I'm twisting her arm about all of it.
So join us all weekend here on YouTube for Formula 1 and MotoGP. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all.
Bye.